What's happening, Mumkey? How you doing?
I'm good. How you boys? What'd you guys just record?
We just did a show on Luc Besson's Dracula, A Love Tale.
Is that new?
It's actually coming out in America in 2026, but the rest of the world got it first.
Costa Rican theater got it?
Costa Rican theater got it. Costa Rica actually got it, apparently.
Oh, wow. But not Shelby Oaks, because Chris Stuckmann's a racist.
I guess so. You know what? I'll save this for the show. Let me hit record real quick.
Recording in progress.
When I did go see Shelby Oaks, I was the only white person in the theater.
What? Does he have like a well-known black audience or whatever?
I guess, honestly, I guess so.
He has a well-known photo where he's the only white guy in the picture, so you brought that photo to life at his movie.
I think they showed up to the movie in my small town of Massachusetts when I went to go see it. That's the only explanation.
The streets that raised him are raising up his box office revenue as well.
Is that why you've been giving me black emojis over text?
Was it packed? Was there a lot of people there? Were you the only white person, but also only other three people?
I saw it on the Thursday night where they were doing screenings, and there were maybe 3 other people in the theater. But they were all black.
Were they reacting loudly to the film, or did it not hit that audience the way he was hoping?
I guess not, because it was a very silent, very quiet theater. There was nobody emoting at all, honestly. It was a bad sign that it took. How long has it been? It's been out in theaters for at least a week, right? And
about 10 days now.
Nobody thought to bring a handy cam or record with their phone in the entire time it's been out, which I said to you, I don't think that's a good sign for the box office. I guess it made its budget back just because it was so low, but I can't imagine it's doing well on week 2.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the brave Russian man who took his camera into the movie theater 10 days into this film's release to finally film it for us so that we could review it. Because frankly, I was not, no man left behind. I was not going to watch and review this without Hans. And we literally had no choice but to wait. So again, thank you, Mr. Russian man.
Did you pay for it? Did you see it in the theater?
Oh, no, I watched it the same way you did.
Nice. Okay. Good. I don't think it would have been worth it. I think I would have felt ripped off if I went to the theater.
Yeah, do you want your $10 back, Low-Res? From Chris Stuckmann personally.
I'm fine. It was not the most offensive theatrical experience. There's definitely problems with this movie. This is essentially the problem episode of Shelby Oaks. I was pretty polite, pretty nice to it out of my immediate viewing of that, where I wanted to talk about Strike While the Iron's Hot, while people were super interested in hearing, what people who have spoken to the Stuckmannized thought about the film, right? Unfortunately, it did not leak in that time. But I don't really have like a very harsh opinion on it. It's just kind of a middling horror movie. And so, going to the theater and watching it, I feel like I would have been less generous, if anything, if I had watched it at home. I probably would have been pretty bored.
Yep, that's pretty accurate, I think.
No lies detected.
Yeah, that was my experience also. I was also very confused because I've seen a lot of praise for like the first 20 minutes because it's a fake mockumentary and it looks like a Blair Witch or blah, blah, blah. And all right, so we got to a point where now we're just praising someone because they set up a camera in a room and then a girl opened the door and it's like, oh, isn't that cool how he looks old? Because I couldn't tell the difference between this and like those Netflix documentaries where they talk about their dreams or whatever, and it's like, oh, it's a creepy room, and I woke up and something was holding my feet or whatever. Like it felt like the same type of thing for me, so I didn't really. I mean, I guess if you want to find a positive, I guess it's more interesting than what it becomes. And it's funny the moment where you see the turn between independent movie and then when it gets Mike Flanaganized. Immediately everything turns into slow motion and everyone is very dramatic, and you have the credits coming up like in one of his TV series, and I was like, oh, there's the money, because the first before that, it feels like, oh, just someone wanted to make a horror movie, and then it's like, oh, we just changed and we just got Netflixed.
I like that transition a lot. I thought the transition from found footage into that was exciting, if anything, because I was not in the mood for a found footage movie, and the found footage that they did employ at the beginning, I did not find convincing at all. I think that's mainly because the actress who plays the sister Riley is not selling being a scared girl in like a believable way, in my opinion. And the YouTube documentary nature of it, I thought was a little too obvious, maybe for Stuckmann to roll with as like a full film. And I knew that we were going to make that conversion at some point, but I don't know. I just really was not vibing the found footage of it.
I don't think the found footage was utilized for horror. I think if anything, it was just exposition to show like footage of the missing sister as a child and like boring shit that he didn't know how to show in a normal theatrical sense. So this is like a crutch, if anything.
Yeah. I think that's a big mistake with a lot of filmmakers is you're trying to get the exposition out of the way immediately so people understand that the world that they're stepping into, and you run the risk of boring people or putting people off or just throwing too much at them. And I think it's a way better handling to just kind of let them float around in the water a little bit, let them get a feel for what everything is, and then catch them up later on. It kind of seems like exposition's needed no matter what the movie is. And doing it right out the gate is just not the way to do it, not the way to handle it.
It's also, okay, we get it. You do YouTube. You don't have to do YouTube in your movie. Like, we understand that you're coming from that world, but you're going to spend the first 20 minutes of your movie and it's just people watching YouTube. And then what comes after that? Oh, now it's the sister watching YouTube on her laptop. And it's like, okay.
On that note, and not to defend myself, actually to implicate myself, me and Eggy, we did 2 48-hour films, and in both of them, it's kind of one of those you write what you know scenarios, because in both of ours, it was about a failed YouTuber who has no fans, you just write what you know.
That's
but
right.
if I was given millions of dollars to make a real movie, I would not be
point, right?
doing a YouTube premise. Like, what the hell was he thinking?
Like, okay, if you're able to make your, what was it, like 120K or whatever that he got on his GoFundMe before?
You got $1 million out the gate. So here's what you need to understand about the history of Shelby Oaks is it started as a crowdfunding campaign, and he overperformed on Kickstarter, got $1 million, I think a little over $1 million, to go shoot his movie. And then there was a version of this film that existed based off of what he shot there, what happened there, that included most of what's in the film, right? And then at a certain point, either Neon comes in first or Mike Flanagan comes in, and then they go through reshoots for a couple of months, and they add some more, I guess, high production value elements into play, which I think are mainly towards the third act of the movie. So stuff like the slow motion sequence, I don't know if that was a Flanagan touch. That would make sense based off of what you're saying, or if that was always going to be baked in there or what. So I don't know. I've tried to look into figuring out what's the difference between the earlier cut and this cut. And the only article that came up that outlined these things, it was like they added dogs at the end biting the woman's face off. It's like, all right, that's where Mike Flanagan fucking came in and gave some money.
That was my favorite scene, when it's implied that the baby is ordering demon dogs to come kill his own mom. That was pretty good. I mean, the baby's like, I got little hands, like doing puppeteering. It was so good.
Well, I think laugh out loud moment, that whole scene, right?
Yeah.
Where I guess the baby trips the girl to fall through the window somehow.
I think he telepathically pushed her.
Yeah, and she falls hilariously in like a Benny Hill way, like we were talking in the first episode.
It was the only moment of the film that gave me an emotion other than boredom. So it's a highlight.
It was very old school slapstick comedy, and then she's on the ground, and we have our hero, I guess, or heroine, go through the window and oh no, she fell, and then dogs come and start eating her. Just like, oh, all right, well, I guess this is where we laugh. This is where we're laughing. Oh, that's the end of it. Oh, cool. Okay.
To be fair, I did, also get out of my boredom when the credits for the opening started rolling 17 minutes into the film, because I was like, damn, I was like, man, I feel like this whenever I start watching an actually bad movie again. I'm like, oh, okay, now I remember what an actually bad movie is like. But then this guy pulls up, knocking on the door. They're in the middle of filming the little, documentary about this YouTube disappearance. I set the camera down, and then she opens the door, and the guy blows his brains out and smatters her all over, and like somehow the blood is like spraying up like to the top second story of the building, and like just so much blood, it's like dripping. It's crazy. It looks not very believable, but that's
he had a big head,
the
Eggy.
Other part of the film that kind of unbored me for a minute.
You're saying Chris Stuckmann should have watched the Ronnie McNutt video for research.
Yeah, I mean, it might have helped. It's, he's the expert, but maybe I wouldn't doubt that he's seen it. It's been around in some places on the internet.
I'm curious. I wonder if I would be curious to read the original script, because this movie becomes like just a bunch of horror tropes, I think, at the end. And I wonder if this was originally his idea, or if this is like Hollywood lending a hand of like, well, you need this element if you want a horror movie, so let's get a creepy prison that looks like that set from The Walking Dead when they go to the prison.
Wait, it's the same exact set, Hans.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
No,
then
I think what you're saying here is 100% Chris Stuckmann. I mean, it's the same thing as when we watched the Critical Drinkers action film, right? Is you have the guy who's an expert at being able to articulate all of the problems with the thing, and then employs none of that knowledge when approaching the creative thing that he's doing himself. And that was like not even necessarily bad in a way that we would typically point out. It was just so generic to the point of parody. And I feel like there's an edge that's being ridden here with Shelby Oaks that I don't mind, because the visuals I think are decent. When you go see it, I don't know what you guys got in your cam copy, but it looked good. Aside from it looking professional, I liked some of the visuals in the second half of the film, because it started to feel like a Silent Hill or Resident Evil video game you're playing. And so I just kind of put those goggles on when looking at this is, okay, let's throw out whatever conventions make for like a good movie's first, second, third act with the writing. This is video game mode. You're just going to the end. We have to get to the end. How is she going to get to the end? She's going to walk into this old lady's cabin in the middle of the night after she left her home at like 2 a.m, not telling anyone. She had to go visit this prison, something nobody would ever do. Okay, fine. And then she's going to go to the basement. She's going to encounter a demon. Okay, fine. All right. But where's it going? Can we get to the end? Okay, we got to the end. She saved the baby, and she loves the baby. Who cares where it came from? That baby.
Yeah, who cares that I just saw?
Her ovaries are dry. She loves that baby.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that I just saw that. Everything that I just saw, by the way, the demon dogs, the creepy dark creatures, and we just saw that baby be covered by blood in some type of ritual. But no, look how cute it is. I have to save it and take it with me. And so I guess your review is, if you ignore 3 or 4 things that make a movie, you might enjoy this. Hey, if you ignore everything that's set up as a story, you might like it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think it's a decent visual experience, and for there's a lot of qualifiers here to avoid outright calling it a bad movie. For like a YouTuber movie, it's a Citizen Kane, right?
No, not quite. I got my list here on Letterboxd, and we have 15 YouTuber movies we've ranked. This is number 8 out of 15. I think it's very middle of the road.
Oh wow!
What do you think is above?
King Candy is above this. At least that was short.
I think it depends on what you value. If you're going off of story or character, King Candy is superior. Yes.
Length, quality.
If you like movies, you might like that one better. I don't know.
And this is directly above Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. Is that fair?
This is unquestionably. I would watch Shelby Oaks 3 times before watching Angry Video Game Nerd movie one more time.
I don't think that math adds up. Maybe twice.
What else is up there? Do you have a Space Cop above it?
Yeah, Space Cop is number 6.
And I would disagree.
I've seen Space Cop 5 times, and I think I appreciate it more every time. Shelby Oaks, I hope I never see again.
Yeah, I would probably rather watch Angry Video Game Nerd than this movie again, to be honest. I feel like just the everything to do with the opening, and another big critique I have is just the idea that a YouTube channel from 2006 would like continue to be headline news for like 15 years because somebody disappeared. Like, there's a reason why true crime podcasts are popular, because they might get like 6 months tops in the county, and then literally nobody ever cares again. There's like millions of unsolved cases because everybody just stops caring and moves on to something else. It was just a bit hard for me to stomach that being legitimate, to be honest.
But what if she's the only girl missing in the whole country, Eggy? Then she would stay on the news for years, I guess.
And if there's nothing else going on, I mean, hey, Chris Stuckmann's perfect America, where we don't have to worry about Cheetos, creeping in inside our webcams. It is what it is.
Do you guys know Chris
Cheetos.
Stuckmann's history and with his sister and what inspired him to write this movie? And he's in some weird cultish religion or something that he got out of. Do you know more about it than I do, Low-Res?
I might, because when we had him on the show, he was hinting at something in his past and decided not to break it on movies. He waited 5 days and then broke it somewhere else. And the backstory on Chris Stuckmann is that he grew up, I believe, in like the Mormon faith. And it was like it was very culty where, you couldn't do X, Y, Z. His sister got excommunicated. He was not in contact with her for something like a decade or maybe 2 decades, like a lengthy...
The plot of this movie, pretty much.
Time. Well, what's interesting is that somebody came up to him after an early screening and was like, was that intentional that you did all that? And I remember what he said in the interview. It was essentially paramount. It amounted to him being like, no, but now that you mention it, I guess maybe this was like a subconscious thing. Because like, how can you not? If that's your history, if that's what happened to your family, how could that not be the kid, that you couldn't draw this conclusion here? So there's an element there.
It was Jehovah's Witnesses, by the way.
That's right. Sorry, not more Jehovah's Witnesses.
So this was art as therapy, and maybe that's why it doesn't hit most of us in the way it probably hits him. It's just too personal, and he didn't even recognize that as he was writing and directing it. And maybe that's why it's a bit alienating and not entertaining if you're not him.
It could be that. I don't think that's necessarily the problem. I feel like that's not an uncommon issue to fall out of contact with a loved one or a sibling, a relative. Obviously, the circumstance there, I don't think anyone on this panel is a Jehovah's Witness, but that's something that people probably have had to deal with in a couple of different styles of faith. That's a common Scientology story, right? As I had to get rid of this person, or can't talk to this person anymore, or whatever. And that's really the story of this movie, right? Is there's this insipid, dark religion in this movie. I guess it's more demons than specifically Jehovah's Witness, but still, this dark religion is responsible for me not talking to my sister for over a decade. And I guess through the power of atheism, we have to overcome. And unfortunately, we didn't see Satan was hiding in that baby in time, so it didn't work out.
Well, you see that on Holy Oaks. What is this called?
Holy Oaks.
What's this called? Shelby Oaks 2. Look who's talking now. And I have the baby just directing.
John Travolta back as the voice of the baby.
Yeah. I honestly, we've talked about this on a previous episode already without me seeing it, just hearing Low-Res's thoughts. And it all sounded to me just very generic and very, well, there's not going to be anything for me to come back to this. And then I watched it, and that's, I think, exactly what it is. It's so generic, and it doesn't really do anything different for you to think, Okay, you know what? I want to go back and watch that scene from Shelby Oaks. You know, it doesn't really, nothing really sticks with you other than for not for the reasons intended, like that last scene with the dogs and like the fall. So that's my biggest issue. That it's just so who cares that I don't know a lot of fanfare for something that feels such a 3 out of 10 for me.
And I think it's unfortunate. Hopefully not. I've only seen people shitting on it.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of. I think there was a lot of excitement leading up to the
before it came out, like with all the money and all the articles and all the a YouTuber finally broke out of the whatever, even though he's not the first one. But I feel like the internet or this side of the internet have been making a lot of noise about that because he got that bunch of money and an actual name. Fine. The
critics on Rotten Tomatoes came out with glowing reviews leading up to the movie dropping, right? Because it was at like 80 or 90%, 80-something% on Rotten Tomatoes. And then as soon as it actually released, all the YouTube critics corrected that and the score sank. And now I don't think it's fresh anymore. I believe it's in the 50s. Last time I checked, it was like 58, 59% on Rotten. Not that Rotten Tomatoes means fucking anything. They probably have Welcome to Derry at like 90%, I'm sure. But for the most part, I think that right there is maybe telling of what the MO was.
Have you guys seen Bugonia yet?
No, I was going to go see it tonight. I was telling Hans this on the last episode we recorded, because it's discount movie ticket day here in New York. And the one screening that would have been opportune with these shows is open caption. So there would be subtitles all over the screen, which I don't understand why you would need that. So I won't be seeing it.
Well, I won't spoil, but I will say it's unfortunate this film came out when it did, because the best elements of Shelby Oaks, I think, were done better in recent movies, like Barbarian. There's a lot of Barbarian in here. Weapons, especially with the ending. I got a lot of weapons. And parts of Bugonia are, in this movie, but were much better in Bugonia. So he released like the watered down version of so many other things that recently came out that I feel like this is completely worthless.
Well, that's what happens when you try to do too much, right? Where you don't really have or maybe again, that's why I want to see that original script, because I want to see if this was a mess right from the start. I wouldn't be surprised if Hollywood gave him $2 million, even though it was a mess, just because they saw that he has a following online. But it could also be that, the hands that came in wanted to have more creepy elements on it, and it ended up becoming a mismatch of nothing, because none of them work. And it's just a bunch of different elements that are just like, oh, okay, cool, I've seen that done before, better. So who cares? And that was my feeling throughout the whole movie, I think. It's just kind of like, all right. Oh, CGI dogs. Cool. They look better in Resident Evil 30 years ago.
Wait, those were CGI?
No, they were not CGI. Those
really?
Dogs were imported from Sweden. As a matter of fact, those were very special dogs. Their eyes were not glowing red naturally, obviously. But no, those are real dogs.
So CGI eyes. Hans was right.
Yeah.
CG eyes.
As opposed to shadow dogs, which is what you get here. You see them for a frame and then they disappear. Or she's sitting and you just see a common frame like, and you're like, what the fuck?
Did you like that? She's frozen with fear until the dog attacks her, and then she outruns the dog. I thought that was great. It made a lot of sense. Another scene breakdown, because Han said there's no scenes worth revisiting. How about this? We're going to interview the black former prison warden, and he's traumatized by what he's seen. And Chris Stuckmann, in his infinite wisdom, he's very subtle in his filmmaking. A lesser filmmaker, they'd have this character march into frame and say, I'm a severe alcoholic because of what happened to me. No subtlety at all. Christopher Nolan, you suck at screenwriting. What does Chris Stuckmann do? Extreme close-up of the guy pouring his flask into his coffee. Can't see that in a wide shot. We need an extreme close-up to make sure you notice this character quirk. How else would you know he's an alcoholic?
Well, I guess if you have Keith David for 5 minutes, I guess you have to get away with just using someone else's black hand instead of his. He probably wasn't even in his hand,
Chris Stuckmann painted his own hand black, like Tarantino choking that chick.
He got one of the 3 people in the audience from Lotus's showing to do that.
He got so much budget, and he got Keith David to agree to it, and then this is it. And he's like billed 3rd or 4th, something like that. I remember all the press releases were like, Keith David has joined Keith David is now in the movie. And he was like treated like an actual actor in the film, but it's barely a cameo.
They had 2 hours.
The line of dialogue he has where he's delivering, it feels so first draft. It's like over-explanatory. It's too on the nose. Real weird.
He's Sid Haig in 3 from Hell, where he's just sitting there, and we're going to see him in one scene, and then, well, he died, but Keith David isn't dead. But you know what? It's like that type of cameo where it's like, we have him for an hour, so let's set him here and let's shoot this bullshit quickly.
I was excited to see the actress playing the witch because I'm pretty sure that's the lady from Shutter Island who is kind of like, she's mentally ill, crazy, and you can't tell if what she's saying is the truth or a lie. She has a really good scene with Leo in that movie. And I think it's the same lady here. So that was the casting highlight other than 2 minutes of Keith David.
For me, it was, and I mentioned this on the show, is finding out like 2 weeks later that her husband, who I called the Chris Stuckmann surrogate, was the 3 o'clock I'm gonna rape you kid from Welcome to the Dollhouse. And I won't ask Hans to pull that clip up because it took him like seven fucking minutes last time, and then finding the clip within the clip. But he's, Stuckmann cast some cool like 90s teen actors in this movie discreetly between Brandon Sexton III and Charlie Talbert from the movie Angus, who's the creepy bad guy of this movie.
We didn't watch Angus, did we, Eggy? What was the name of that movie with the fat kid that we watched with Biggs? That wasn't Angus, was it?
No, we watched Humble Pie.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the film very slightly, but not enough. I don't know if there was anybody in particular that really was like recognizable for me. I'm not the biggest film buff. I more or less either watch something that has to do with memes, YouTubers, like we're doing now with this film, or if it's something for one of our reviews that we do. But yeah, I think The Witch, I think she probably was a little bit of a standout for me. She definitely embodied some serious creepiness, and it was good for me because, like, I don't know if there was really, other than her, any character that completely I was really buying into. I don't know, like the YouTube people, besides for the sister, I think the sister post rescue, I think she, kind of, I felt her a little more, but everybody, I don't know, there was something about it. It just kind of felt a little bit surface level, besides for those couple of characters. That's just me, though.
Wouldn't society celebrate if 4 YouTubers went missing? Like, I'm looking at the screen right now, and I feel like the world would be a better place if they all just disappeared.
No, you have them on the news for 15 years until they find her
doing graffiti everywhere. Where is low res Wonder Bread? We care so much.
And they have to call it a web series or a web show or whatever for like 20 years. They haven't been able to update their lingo the entire time.
Yeah.
What's it called? Paranormal paranoids?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. You got to do alliteration, but you got some shitty words to choose from, I suppose. That was no good.
Hans, come up with a better name for it right now.
For the paranoid, I can't even fucking say.
Just say the PPs. That even sounds better.
The PPs?
Yeah, the PPs.
That's not better.
It sounds better than saying all that long shit.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that I can't even pronounce. What about the boo-boos? Because go say boo, right?
Honey boo-boo?
Well, it's pretty scary and cursed. I would say the paranormal powerhouse. That sounds like better than paranoids. Because, I mean, like, how can I trust if you're just paranoid? I mean, how am I supposed to trust? That's why all their comments on their page were like, oh, this is an act. These people suck. It's all fake and fraud, because they're over here just already, like, overplaying their character, and they can't let any of the natural creepiness kind of do its thing. They have to.
What if they tape their eyes like this and it's the spook gooks?
They treated it like that Save the Cat documentary where you have a bunch of just older women on the internet solving the crime because they have a lot of time on their hands. But here, it's like, no, it's young people that care for the disappearance. They're fans on YouTube. And it's like, no, that's not who does this type of shit. You need to get the moms that are home in a miserable marriage and are home all day. Those are the ones that get really into this shit. Oh. So that was another event that was just kind of like, yeah, no, people would just forget about them. People on YouTube would just move on to the next show that's similar,
Now that we're about 30 minutes in, Hans, did you get any midgets hitting you up for a date?
What?
We did some midget dating profiles last time we were together.
Hans is old. He's already erased his memory of the last episode he recorded.
Oh, no, it's because I used an email that I never checked, so I don't know.
Why don't you pull it up right now? Let's check.
Midget dating part 2?
This is what people have been really waiting for.
Do you remember what the website
what your
was?
Email was? No.
There's an article called 4 Midget Dating Websites.
Oh my god! I just searched. It's saved on my browser. Never mind.
He never deletes his browser history. You must be a good guy.
Yeah, with my work computer for search for fucking midgets. Why can't I just log in?
Midgets I can fuck.
Hey, how come there's no representation in this movie? Where are they disabled? Where are
the director?
The little people. All right, well, fair. I can't log in. What is this shitty?
You're banned from midget dating?
Uh-oh.
Ew, I forgot. I forgot about the splash page.
And we're not showing us? Uh-oh, here we go.
All right. See, I thought when you were going to say representation, I thought you were going to specify little people because then they could have been the pint-sized paranormal powerhouse, Triple P's, and not like that fat guy from that TV show or that live stream.
The little spooks. Wait, no, that might not be a good name. Why can't I just log in? I'm retarded. Sorry. Hold on.
Find your midget soulmate. Hop on board your journey to love today with our active hub of short singles that share your interests and passions. Wherever you are, even in Costa Rica.
What do you got? Some messages, Hans?
Oh, what? I don't want to.
No.
I don't want VIP plus.
Eggy.
Oh, Jesus.
Can we use Eggy's credit card?
Fuck. Oh, God. Yo.
Is that Down syndrome as well?
I thought that was
That's
Chinese.
That's a lot of things.
I think that's trans, midget, nearsighted, and Down syndrome.
And then her mouth is all fucked up.
The big four.
Jesus.
Got some Digibro teeth?
This guy is looking for a disabled puss. That
looks like my cousin Joey. Is that Eggy? Go back. That was Eggy. I knew he made an account. There he is.
Guilty as charged, you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Whoa, they got a cute chick there.
Up. It's so fucked up that it's just like regular people here. It's just like, hey, you know what? I just wanted to date an amputee. Let me see if I can just join. Oh, there it is. Well, I guess that's not amputee. That's what do you call that? Mini arm? What is that called? Little pickle hand?
Is shrunk putee?
I think that's called. Well, that? I mean, it's probably a birth defect. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Oh,
he masturbated too much.
You notice a lot of these people have like a Jim Carrey style chin and face.
Yeah, there was a picture compiled because there was the Thomas Crooks, the Minneapolis church shooter, who I think there was a third person that was involved in there, but they were saying all these kind of strange looking people all seem to be the type that go on probably this dating website for one, but also are, freakish serial killers in waiting. It's because the society discriminates against them. So really, I can't hold them too much at fault, to be honest. It is what it is.
Hans, can we choose a special person to read their profile?
Sure. Figure out this one.
You want to go midget? The only midget we've actually seen.
Look at the size of the head.
Size of something else. Oh, and the bony hands are ready, just like me.
She's looking for oh no, she is looking for a male. Okay, non-binary. All right.
Age 90.
Looking for everything.
I'm a little person looking for other little people to have a little fun with.
Oh,
Okay.
but people have called me
Very
short my
little.
whole life.
Spend a short time. Oh, I hate the puns. I'm very little maintenance and want to spend a short time every day with you. I'm little and happy about it. I love little things and little people. Well, you don't really have a choice.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Oh, man. They just want love, you know?
Is that what he wants?
I don't.
Whoa! Put a shirt on. Oh my
I
god.
don't-
What is his problem? What is his deal?
Well, 18 to
Non-binary?
90.
He's a
18
Kansas
to
City Chiefs
92.
fan.
Hawaiian
Open to
Asian
anything.
man.
Living in Vegas, very low drama and easygoing. He plays board games and likes to go to the beach. And he's looking for someone from 18 to 90 also. Jesus. Oh, he's into dwarfism, which I
Hans,
guess makes sense.
Hold on, you never checked your inbox, did you? Because look, there's a red dot over the envelope, which means
He
you got
doesn't want us to
messages, my
see.
friend.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Echo.
Echo message
I'm not gonna
expires in
pay.
17 hours.
Yeah, but I'm not going to fucking.
Put
how
your
much
money
is
in.
it? $8 a week? No. For 3 months, how much is that?
$8
Is
a
that-
week? That's a steal. That's a coffee.
He wants to know what love is.
Isn't that
He
like 30
wants
bucks a
you to
month?
show him. You know what I'm saying?
You can do 1 month for $40.
Well, you can do VIP Plus too, and you get
Wow, it's only a little bit more expensive. Fastest
Yeah.
results. You could get midget
well-
pussy tonight.
I mean, no, because this isn't the States, right? So,
No,
I
it said
couldn't even get
anywhere.
that.
They promised anywhere.
That's right.
You're trusting. What the hell? What happened here? I was looking for that. I can't.
Echo. Find Echo.
Dude, this is how
logged you
safe
out.
this website is. It logged me out just for.
You have to be a member to stay logged in.
I got a member logged in, if you know what I'm saying, when I see those trans autistic wheelchair midgets. I mean, little people of
With the
disabled
fedora.
size.
Do you have your account, Eggy? Do you want to log into your account?
Yeah, Eggy, just do that.
the paid account?
See your
Not like the ERP live on the video here.
What is this? I've been added to a group. Oh shit. Okay. Well,
Site admin Vanessa. That's not a real message, Hans. We want
No.
to get Echo's message.
I
That's
think the Isle of Man is that place where they don't pay taxes, so everything there's a scam. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this
Can
is
you click
fake
over to
because
Echo's profile?
Hans has no profile picture, right? So Echo's got to be a
don't.
bot. This is to trick you into
Echo's
spending
desperate.
money, and then it's nothing.
ugh.
Are you sure?
Yes. This
you
person's
really
just
sure?
messaging every account that is created with no
It could
profile,
be.
no bio, no picture. They just said, "Oh, I want to fuck you," and you can
Jesus
only read it
Christ.
if you give money.
Now, is that
Autistic
playing it
vi-
smart or stupid by making the bot a 3 out of 10?
It gives you realistic expectations.
Yeah,
It's
I think
called
it's
a
smart because
simpable mid.
it makes you think. Okay, so this is a real person. You know. You
Yeah, and then they never respond once you give the money.
And she's unemployed, so she could spend all her time with you. I mean, who doesn't want that?
This is autistic, vision impaired, and chronically ill. Can you pick one? Jesus Christ, lady.
So she can't even
Offspring.
see if you have a profile picture or not.
Well, I guess that's how do you do kayaking if you can't see?
Well, how about this, low res? Every time somebody gives you guys $100 to review something, I assume Hans gets half. Just take that out of Hans's next pay, and then he could use that money to message back Echo.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Hans,
don't
you
know
made
about
the
that.
name Majestic Lover?
The what?
You named yourself Majestic Lover?
That's why she's interested.
That's
No,
right.
I didn't name myself anything.
That's
oh my
bullshit. No, yes, you did.
hell yeah, I did. I guess. 35. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Iowa City
We're
region.
going to meet a transgender person between 25 and 35.
I forgot we had a bio.
Sexuality.
Yeah,
Gay. There you go. Confirmed. Gay.
If you're into trans people, you're gay.
Yeah.
And it's
but- oh,
Marty
this is my picture.
Feldman.
That's my picture.
Majestic
Wait.
Lover. Okay, so you see, she does find him attractive.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That's
That's
Marty Feldman
Igor
from,
from
Young
Young
Frankenstein.
Oh,
More like this. Can you go to more like this?
More like what? Oh, at the
More
bottom.
like this.
more profiles like yours.
These are real
Oh
people.
my god, is that a real guy? Oh my god.
That guy's Kino, I can't lie.
Can we read Michael's profile? He looks amazing. He looks like the guy from Ninja Sex Party, Danny.
Oh my god, he actually tried. Okay.
Evil set of eyes.
Searching for a girl that loves art, the abstracts, nature, animals, beautiful environments, old Victorian houses, beautiful. Okay.
I might be gay for this guy. He sounds like a real good time and a half, to be honest.
I'm into astrology, and maturity, morals, and ethics are needed.
Looking for a girl who knows what she wants, needs, accepts me, and what I'm going through. What?
Uh-oh. What is he going through?
Uh-oh.
Schizophrenia.
Uh-oh.
Scroll down. Is there anything else on here?
Let's see what his problem is here. Bisexual. There you
Funny,
go.
sexy. Well, he doesn't say that he suffers from any disability or anything. He just kind of.
But look at his face. Look at those eyes.
He looks like the average movies fan.
That is not true. Our fans are way friendlier looking. And
This guy looks nice.
This
He's
guy's
smiling.
literally Chad.
Hey.
He's 44 years old. He looks like he's like 23.
I literally aspire
you
to
know-
have his hair and beard, and I never will. So he's way more Chad than I'll ever be.
You
Like,
know
that
what,
looks
like,
good right
yeah,
there.
We'll just go to Turkey.
Just looks at you like this. You want to get
That's
a beer? Can you get a
attractive.
beer transplant?
Why every shot his eyes look like he just took magic mushrooms?
See, this
Yeah,
guy,
there's-
that other guy, he's a little more beta. This guy, he's just so intense. He's got an intensity. But you're 44 years old. You still want to live. I mean, that's like you want to live, and you're out here trying to find autistic wheelchair midgets with Down syndrome. You're willing to tap
And
all
you live
that,
in-
and you're still
you
going,
live
and
in
you still got
Jersey.
this kind of intensity, a full head of hair. So he's not stressed. He's blessed. Okay, that's a genuine smile right there. That's not, I
He's so
can't
happy.
do that anymore.
This looks like one of those filters.
He's looking for a
You know, where
90-year-old
they-
man. That's what he looks like when he sees a 90-year-old man with Down syndrome in a wheelchair on the street. He's just overcome. Like the light starts glowing on his defined muscular body.
Is this when the man says no? Is it-
Yeah, if you go back and forth, it's like I can be your angel or your devil.
or whatever this is.
Whoa,
This
he's
guy's a
crouching
hero.
there.
Shout out to New Jersey. He finally did something right for once.
We should get this guy on the show. Can we message him? You got $40?
Hold on.
Worth every penny.
Oh no, I lost him. Fuck. I saw
He's right
someone
there.
I
Yeah,
really
he's
wanted
right
to
there.
click on.
He's staring right at my
No,
soul.
it's not.
That's him.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah.
That's a regular fat autistic person like me. We already have one of those.
Yeah. Sorry, Matt.
I am an
Little
introvert.
bisexual.
I speak when spoken to. Wow. What a good soldier.
What do you guys think? Meth?
That one, yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I can tell. There's no teeth there. I don't know if Zier's going to show that or admit to that, but I know the type. Definitely not having teeth. It is what it
Oh,
is.
wow. Yeah, that guy's hanging out at Cousin Joey's house right now.
That was Ian before he shaved his head.
Yeah, I was thinking Ian with the missing teeth, weird fucking meth mouth.
I have a high school education. I love exploring the mind, psychedelics, and learning new things as I walk the path of enlightenment. Yep.
Spend most of my time at home getting stoned, playing video games, and watching YouTube. Spending time with my grandma. I mean, sounds like literally me, to be honest. Let's hook up. I don't have any friends.
Well,
Oh
he
my
is.
god. He's perfect.
Bisexual.
Autistic.
What's INT? What's this?
INTJ.
That shit's retarded.
This guy might really be a member of the audience right now, so shout out to this guy. You know what? You got a vibe. Dentures. If Cobra was going to get him, God rest his soul. If Cobra was in the works for him, I'm sure you can too.
Wow, he's even 5'7". He's literally me. But blue eyes? No thanks. Pass. Next.
I mean, those are not really blue eyes, right? I think that's.
Being the Cobra, that's what his eyes turned colors like when he made his chi balls.
That's the CGI from the movie.
CGI from MS Paint.
That's what Chris Stuckmann
What's
did.
his deal?
This
Oh,
guy's just
Jesus.
probably deported.
That
by
guy
now.
can't
This is what
afford a
he's doing.
shirt. Oh, that he found one.
ICE is on
Nudity
here
scene.
posing his Down syndrome midgets in wheelchairs to find this guy to get him deported.
What are the chances somebody saw our last episode and then to prank somebody they know made a fake profile on here hoping we would do another segment, and now we're just humiliating somebody who doesn't even know they're on this website?
That actually did happen to me once back in 2016, actually. It might have been very early
It was on a
2017,
midget
but
dating website? Because
No,
we
it was
already
on,
saw your profile on here.
I was on OkCupid doing OkCupid trolling live, and back at that time, and there was a girl in the audience who also coincidentally was from New Jersey. Must be something in the water. She created an account with like a fake name or whatever, and she was messaging me. And then she like came into the chat and she's like, "LOL, no, I've been subbed for like a year. LOL, that's actually me. LOL." And last time I heard from her, she was a married mother, like sometime in the last couple of years, because we did keep contact, and so life is a beautiful thing unless you're this guy.
It worked out.
Now this guy looks
What do you
happy.
mean?
Yeah, he seems like the
pretty-
most well-adjusted so far. I love Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
Good time of year for him right now, and he drives a moped. He's kind of like Eggy.
All right, you know what? Maybe, and I can see he's got the Fireball Pride flag. I mean, I'd rather go for just like the regular flag, but I can tell from that L and the word hot that's Fireball whiskey. So I guess maybe this guy, maybe he knows what he's talking about.
The most respectable thing is he's 38. Look at the age range he's looking for.
Yeah.
It's literally his own age, 32 to 42. Like most guys who look like this are saying 18 to 30.
Yeah, they're all bisexual.
18 to 19. That's what
I
my
think they just
Tinder age range was once upon a time.
18 to 19?
Mhm.
That's when you were 15?
Like 25 probably. So really, not too bad.
Are we getting bisexual guys just because you're listed as gay, Hans?
Oh, you want to see chicks?
Am I?
That guy said he's here to make everyone happy. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah, you're
Curiously
listed,
looked at our
listed as
profile.
bisexual, Hans. You're listed as gay on here. And
Oh,
she
no,
still
I
reached
added-
out to you.
Oh no, I added to this person. Hold on.
All right, let's find out who our new friend is. Curiously. Oh. Little Pete from Pete and Pete.
Hey, you know what? I've done much worse than, when I was a young man. So,
Oh, Eggy.
I love
think
JJBA. What is?
shouldn't
what is
say
JJBA?
worse because that might be offensive. There's a woman named Harley from my past. I don't know. There's about a 0% chance she's listening right now. So I don't mean to say that her being a full-figured woman with shaved head was a bad thing necessarily, but this picture did remind me of this Harley woman from about 15 years ago to see it. So similar appearance.
So
I
Eggy
ain't
had his
talking
own
about every
Harley Quinn
mealtime,
back in the
but
day?
She was a lot to eat if I wanted either way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all of this is a lot spookier than Shelby Oaks.
No kidding.
Would this make a better film? Just dating midgets?
just browsing a dating website.
Or like the life of a midget single, and then it becomes a horror show when you meet up with some guy who has a midget fetish and you find out why.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a movie of this, right? What is it, Bunny the Goddess, Hans?
Goddess Bunny.
Oh, Tiptoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to pull that up?
No, I don't. I think I'm good. So are you going to make a move with Echo or what?
No, I'm not paying for this shit.
Oh.
Well, you know what you should do is a reverse image search on her photo, and then you contact her through free means.
And just be like, oh, I've heard you want to fuck. Heard
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah, you could
fuck
start with
Marty
that.
Feldman. Marty Feldman. from-
Say, baby, I heard about this they, them, must see. I'm trying to experience both sides at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to experience a group condensed. But speaking of that, also, you got to make me your Starbucks barista specialty the next morning, winky face.
Hans, if you could send me that picture, I'll send it over to Kenny and see what he says.
What do you think he'd say?
I already know what he would say.
Wait, put two in her? Put two babies in her? Is that what you would say?
Lores,
Something like
speaking of which, we are way overdue for Love Line 3 with Kenny.
We
What's
are.
going on?
That's a good question. I guess I never reached out to Kenny. I didn't realize it was dependent on Kenny. Whenever you guys want to do it, we can do it. We got more than enough. It's been up. The prompt was up a month or two ago, wasn't it?
Well, just to be clear, if you do a Love Line 3 and you replace Kenny with me and Eggy, there would be a huge decline in quality, probably a revolt in the comments. So I think you should not do it without him, even if I'm
I
not
wasn't
there.
planning to. I was planning on doing the full 5
Good.
roster for that. I think he's a necessary component.
I
his
agree.
Wisdom.
Is he alive? Is he? I mean, by that I mean, is he in contact with you?
Yeah. We've been talking on and off. He's just digging into BlackRock recently. Like, he's not an online person. He didn't know what BlackRock was a week ago, but now he's like very into BlackRock.
Oh yeah, didn't you post like a screenshot of his text message? Saying,
Yes, I did.
What is it?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, "I need a deal with BlackRock."
So he wants to get in with them.
Yeah, I guess so. No, he's looking for them as an ally. But Shelby Oaks. So you guys were not impressed. Middle of the road. Hans, scorching hot takes here. Nothing at all to like about it?
I like in the exposition dump fake documentary when they say, my sister loved to make music, and then she's singing a song on her acoustic guitar. Big sister, won't you find me? Like, oh, that's oddly specific for the situation she's going to end up in.
Yeah.
Good writing, Chris.
Oh, hey, they love each other.
Now, hold
That's what
on.
he's
It
trying
might
to-
not be Chris. It might be Chris Stuckmann's wife, because she co-wrote the script.
He's pulling a Coen brother, making some dog shit. Ethan Coen and his black wife make some lesbian shitty movie once a year now, and they're all just terrible.
I don't think his wife is... I think his wife is white.
Whatever she is, she makes bad movies.
I think it's a white lesbian, and she's not attracted to men at all, and that's why that's the plot of every movie.
So he replaced his brother with his wife?
Yeah. And the movie quality went from like 4.0s to 2.4s on Letterboxd.
Yeah, that always works out. She's not black, but she's definitely...
She's American. That's what her ethnicity would be on a birth certificate.
She looks like she'd be on the midget dating website. A little
It's
bit.
just Stephen Colbert. What the fuck? I mean, I guess it makes sense now. Yeah, show's going down, getting canceled or whatever. Got to find a new way to make some money. It is what it is. Just put the wig on.
And sometimes a dress.
Yeah. Well,
What are
I
the
guess at least-
Wachowskis up to?
Oh, just being beautiful.
Brothers.
Whoa, hold up.
Hans, hold on.
Misgendered.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Whoops.
Google didn't say, did you mean?
2025.
Whoa!
No? Would you Wachowski?
I don't know if Eggy's eyes can read the little texture
Whoa,
typing.
Why is it? They turned into Chud Jack? What's that in the upper left corner?
He searched Wachowski trannies.
Andy Wachowski is literally the Chud meme. Who is that?
What?
Is that one that's trans now?
They're both trans,
Oh, this
Eggy.
one's
Are you kidding?
Yeah, they're both.
Who's it? Oh, so
both.
wait. Well,
Both.
the fuck is
So
that can't
was
be Andy
him.
Wachowski. That's just Chud Jack.
No, that's who he was.
Is that who he's
And
based
now
on?
That's who he is now.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bald, fatter guy was the other one, and now so Chud Jack turned into the one with the like Laffy Taffy dreadlocks.
You guys
Yeah,
know the
well, he-
backstory on this?
Yes.
Weird
There's
sex
some type of,
parties
like-
that brainwash
Yeah.
them?
Yeah. The
BDSM,
nerd, specifically the nerdy one, was seeing a dominatrix regularly. She would have him go out to clubs in women's clothing to humiliate him, and then eventually he was just like, yeah, I guess I kind of like this more. I'll
Yeah.
stick with this.
Well, I guess any man who wears earrings is suspect. So we should have seen it coming. It is what it is.
What about him? What about this guy? Like, what the fuck?
He was just jealous.
What are you- It's like, why turn into an ugly woman? I just
That looks
don't
like a
get it.
Silent Bob cosplay.
Yeah, it's just you just stay gay. Like,
Now
Who's
he's
gonna
a loud and
detransition
proud
first?
Bob.
who's got a what?
Detransition first.
You mean commit?
He-
You mean how? The transition how? What do you mean?
Taking the wig off, I guess. I think it's going to be. Let's fast forward 4 years. You're going to see it's going to be very quiet around the Wachowskis, and then the big bald guy is going to suddenly be Larry Wachowski again, or whoever. You're just going to see him come up one day, looking like his normal, natural, without that wig on, and he's going to
Well,
feel a little
what's his-
embarrassed.
Sorry, her. Lily is her.
Sorry, Lily.
You don't give yourself a name like Lily when you look like. That's not a lily.
That is a very flattering angle on that photograph. So you know what? More power
That
to
one?
him.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Eggy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, compared to what I've just been seeing in these Google image results, that like perfect like 90-degree angle jaw that's like descended about 3 inches, and now it's looking a little bit more like, you know, it's just the angling is that's what I expect from a good film buff to know how to do.
Hans, can you search Wachowski's nude?
Say, Chris Stuckmann, if you had a beautiful trans woman as your lead who had a semi-truck shaped jaw, how are you going to direct this film to make them look so beautiful and affirmed? That's your true test. If you had your debut, it wasn't all that for me. I need to see that you're going to prove yourself. Now, this could be, be a 17-minute section like your opening credits of this movie that put me to sleep about 3 times. I had to keep waking up and restarting the back to whatever I could remember before I passed out. But, just do some, show us some camera magic. I do think some of it was lost watching it in my living room versus the theater, and that might have given it an extra point for me. But overall, with Shelby Oaks, I just particularly didn't care for it. I felt like, and using the Shawshank prison as like a filming location, I thought that was maybe a little bit of a trying to get like a couple free points on the Kino meter. And it was all right. But I felt like it still really wasn't all that for me. It didn't give it a huge boost.
That guy needs a huge boost. Look at how small he is.
Is that Hans and his girlfriend?
This is you and me. I was about to say, it's me and Mumkey if it was bald and I'm wearing a wig. Jesus Christ, dude. Don't stand next to someone smaller than you. Jesus, Lily. Lily. Hey, I'm Lily.
Why does it keep recommending Johnny Depp to you?
We're here, Johnny Depp Wachowski. What's
We're
that?
doing a face scan and thinking that it's the same person.
Searches. Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you have any interest at all in seeing Chris Stuckmann tackle something else based off of this?
Yeah,
I feel like he definitely has the potential. I just feel like the way that this came together, it was like nuggets of gold. There was definitely a few sections that were like 2 to 5 minute sections that I'm like, okay, here we go. And then it just seemed like it was veering off again and kind of losing itself again, at least losing me as an engaged viewer. So I think he's definitely got the chops for it and obviously the knowledge. And maybe even playing into tropes isn't necessarily like something that I feel like I'm a guy who can enjoy some good trope slop. So I don't think it's going to put me off at all. It was just like the whole premise. Because I didn't listen to you guys' episode on this, but Bring Her Back, when we're talking about, some demonic rituals and some imagery and some suspense and a little bit of gore. And there's a lot of things that were here in that whole portion, let's say maybe the last third of the movie, that was all very engaging. Pretty much from her seeing the silhouette of the woman outside of the house in the woods up to the conclusion was all good. I didn't like so much how the film really ended. I felt like it was a little bit abrupt, a little bit stunted maybe, but that was all really the top. If I was going to slice the film into thirds, first third, really just dog shit. I don't care. Sorry. That's how I felt about it. It did not grip me at all. It was like I was watching a YouTube video about a YouTube video. And the second, third, all right, we're getting somewhere better than the first third, but just didn't really, very mediocre as far as how it was landing for me. But then the final third, I think if we could just get a film that could fire on a lot more of that suspense, that thriller, that action, that imagery, and we could get there maybe a little faster, kind of build that foundation a little better. I could definitely see that being definitely above average, maybe even a real high tier film. But just for where this was for me, it was a little bit awkward to get to what I enjoyed, and I think that it just didn't give the momentum that I needed to really be locked in throughout that first portion of the film.
On that abrupt ending, I was listening to a podcast this morning that Low Res recorded a month ago about something called Castration Movie. And in that podcast, he said, when a first-time director puts out something that's only 80 minutes, it shows a lack of confidence in their work and that they don't have enough good ideas to fill up a longer runtime. And I pulled up the camera for this movie. It's exactly 80 minutes. Exactly. Like Lores prognosticated, I guess, this criticism.
It's common. It happens all the time. Anytime I see these New York filmmakers cutting their teeth, I understand why you would want to do that. There is this creeping sense of I don't want to waste anybody's time. And that's become even more paramount than it has in the past, I think, because of Letterboxd and like film Twitter, where people will just complain that a movie's too long. If this movie's too long, then that's a problem. And I feel like when you get into that as like a crutch of criticism, you're kind of robbing yourself of trying to bask in the world that the movie's creating for you, or the atmosphere of that. If you're checking your phone, if you're thinking about what else you have to do, like, you should sign up to watch a movie regardless of length, just for the experience of it. Like, the length of time I don't think is indicative of whether or not the experience is good or bad, because you can be bored watching a movie, and this has certainly been the case with me. I've been bored watching. I just watched Birth of a Nation again last night. That's a 3-hour silent film. And if you watch the wrong cut of that with a different score, it's going to be really boring. But later on, you kind of absorb what your experience was, and you start to shape a new opinion of it, or you get interested in different aspects of it. It's all part of the package. It's part of what you're getting into by going to watch a movie. So I think doing an 80-minute runtime, Chris is a critic. Chris has been on YouTube. He has to be very knowledgeable and I've actually heard that there was a lengthier cut of the movie. So to what you were saying, Hans, where maybe there was studio dabbling, if there was, I don't think it was to add in more scares. I think it was to chop it down, because it was probably something closer to like 100 minutes previously, and then they reduced it to 80, which is maybe why there's character conveniences that feel illogical, right? The original draft of the script might not have had that. But yeah, no, I recorded that episode with Michael Lewis Hassipin before seeing Shelby Oaks, if I remember right. And it didn't surprise me when I saw that the runtime was 80 minutes here for Stuckmann's debut.
I'm not very familiar with his, like, I think I might have seen one or two of his reviews. Like, I don't find his opinions to match what I think of movies, so I don't care. I feel like he's very Disney brained, and I don't mean that as an insult, but not as a compliment either. I think if there's a longer cut of this, it's possible that it improves, just because it would have time to breathe with all of these elements that he's trying to put in here, where I think there's just too much and none of it lands because none of them has enough time to develop into anything. And all of these horror cliches just end up becoming like a thing that happens for one scene and then is immediately forgotten, because there's a lot of different things that we don't know if it's a demon, we don't know if it's another thing or this other thing. So it never really takes like a path or stays focused on what the story is supposed to be. And that's a big problem when you want the audience to care about what they're watching. I also think that there's a generic element to everything you're watching. And the reason why I say that I can see where this movie becomes Mike Flanaganized, it's because you get high contrasty rooms that are way too dark on the corners only. You have vignettes for no reason other than just, well, the house is creepy, so now the corners of the screen are dark. And you see that a lot on his shit, and that's what this movie becomes visually. If this is, how can I say this? I think I was expecting a little bit more from him, just because he's been talking about movies for 10 years. And my biggest disappointment with this is that it feels like a movie from someone that doesn't know what they like about movies. So instead they say, well, this is a horror movie, so let me just throw a bunch of shit. Hopefully one of them would land and people would like it. But it shows a lack of confidence where you can't just pick one element and go with it. So instead you throw, let's see which one sticks. And also it's just, I don't feel like it's consistent from beginning to end. Sure, you have this documentary style part of the beginning or whatever, but it just feels very, you know, a movie that you saw on Tubi and the cover was kind of stupid. So let me just put it on. Okay. All right. 80 minutes. Cool. And then you forget about it and never think about it again. And I think that's worse than if your movie is bad enough that people will come back to just laugh at it, at least get something out of it. I don't think I got anything out of this movie that I haven't gotten from like every other movie that I watched. You know, I couldn't tell you one thing about this movie that I could say, well, this scene, go watch it because it's doing something different. It's doing it. I was reading Mike Flanagan's comments on Chris, and again, I don't hate Chris. I don't care about him, but I think he's saying one of the most promising new voices in horrors, and I'm very impressed with his knowledge. And very impressed with that. Doesn't reflect on film. I'm sorry.
I think it reflects because everyone fucking sucks who works in horror right now, so it's a very low bar. It's an extremely low bar. Who do you got?
What's his name? The son of the guy that died from AIDS, Psycho. What's his fucking name?
The son of AIDS?
Son of AIDS from Psycho that died. AIDS. Perkins. Curdy Perkins.
Oh, Osgood Perkins?
Yeah, that's one.
Did he do Long Legs?
Yes.
Because I was going to say, I got a lot of Long Legs from this movie, but this was better in my opinion. I actually disliked Long Legs a little bit more.
Interesting.
I think this nailed the ending a little bit more. Just like the Demon Baby is better than the Hail Satan ending. Lame as hell in Long Legs.
That was so unsatisfying, that movie. And they had kind of similar marketing campaigns where you look at the post, like the Shelby Oaks posters were good. The typeface they used, it was Silent Hill, but it was still good. Like it was giving Twin Peaks, Silent Hill, Laura Palmer, that type of vibe. And obviously, you know, it's not going to live up to that. It is a classic case of going to the video store in 1992 and going, oh wow, the horror movie's cover looks so cool, and then popping it in and getting a piece of shit movie. So they played that very smart. In my opinion, I guess it didn't pay out. Hans, can we take a look at the box office on this movie? I can't imagine it's gotten more than 5 million, at least domestic.
Wikipedia says 3
million.
Let's see, box office 4 million worldwide, 3,950,000 domestic.
That's not good. We're not going to see Chris Stuckmann ever again.
When he did his Kickstarter, did he make a deal that all of his diehard fans giving him money get like a digital download or something? Are they just not showing up to the theater for a reason?
I think I can't remember. I know there was a screening in New York for the Kickstarter backers and they got like a ticket to that. I feel like I might have seen somebody on Reddit talking about that they got a screener a while back, but maybe I'm imagining that. I don't know.
That probably would have leaked, I guess.
Yeah.
I have it here. So rewards, you have screening in LA for 250, screening in New York, 250, screening in Cleveland, in Austin. YouTube or Twitter handle on the screen. Your YouTube or Twitter handle will be shown on screen in Shelby Oaks in a scene containing social media footage.
Oh, wow. People paid to be in the movie. It's like AVGN all over again.
Wow.
Epic Pizza Time. You know what? That was a real unique and innovative name to be holding on screen for 3 seconds. So good for him. I donated a lot.
There's $45 for a copy of the movie plus a behind-the-scene experience. Blu-ray DVD merch pack, $150. You get a poster, T-shirt, storyboard print, pin, and sticker.
Have you guys shipped out all the Mass State Lottery stickers for your supporters?
I don't think we were in the sticker game. I'm pretty sure that whole thing was just. You can, if you pay enough, you'll get listed as a producer. Otherwise, you gotta wait until I send you something.
So they haven't gotten anything yet for Mass State Lottery.
When handling that campaign, the thing that people always get tripped up on, and this is why Kickstarter has a horrible reputation, is people don't account for like how much time and money has to go into building a t-shirt or building a sticker and shipping all that out, making sure people get it. Like that is total hassle. So when we did the Kickstarter, the PayPal fundraiser for Mass State Lottery,
smart.
It was when you were using that. I think it's now defunct. They don't do this anymore. It caps you at something like $7,000 you can only raise. and you can't promise like merchandise in return. So it was like, okay, you can give money and you'll get like a special thanks credit, you'll get an associate producer credit, or when the time comes, I'll send you a screener. But no, nothing physical, because that would have been a problem.
So when do the screeners go out? Next year?
They go out when I think it's almost done in terms of making money back on this movie. But we will have an announcement this month for a physical media release of Mass State.
Yeah, I'm ready for my Blu-ray.
So it's gonna happen. I think we might do 2 versions of it. One with a bunch of special features, one kind of more bare bones. And I've gotten the prototype. I'm not gonna go pick it up right now, but it looks fucking dope. It's so cool. So I'm happy.
So the special edition that's gonna have the behind the scenes we filmed with Michael Lewis has been in the hotel when we're watching Family Feud or whatever and drinking that good.
Nope, that's gonna be a separate release. I think that's Michael's movie. That ain't mine.
Okay.
That's all him. You got to ask Michael Lewis Hassipin. So,
should we discuss which YouTuber movies we need to review in the future? Because we kind of fell off on doing this, and people were posting comments saying, "Where's Atop the Fourth Wall, the movie? Where's Airplane Mode with the Paul brothers?" I sent Lorez a link to Fred had a TV show called Marvin, where he's playing an alien. It was a sitcom that lasted like 2 seasons, I think.
That's actually a brilliant premise. Him as an alien in a sitcom? Absolutely.
Is that what you want to review next? Is Marvin, first 3 episodes?
I would like to vote for that, but we do have a habit of doing it, because then it's a slippery slope, right? You're doing a YouTuber TV show, then how soon after are you doing YouTuber videos that are just uploaded to YouTube? I don't know.
We have done that on Izakino before. I think we reviewed an annoying orange short that Florian thought was a movie, and then it was 4 minutes.
I mean, I think that's a situation where whatever Florian says goes, right?
Well, the fans voted for it because we all thought it was a movie. So that was a hard episode to fill time on.
I would imagine.
Well, do we have a lot of movies left from YouTubers? I think we just have like the worst ones. Right?
So I found a letterbox. There's a letterbox list of every movie made by a YouTuber, and it's probably over 100. There's so many I've never even heard of. It's a lot of people you've never heard of. But there's still plenty that we have heard of, like Atop the Fourth Wall, which I think, Lorez, despite you shaking your head, no, I think we do need to do that next.
I mean, it's probably on the list. That's within the Nostalgia Critic canon. It's one of the peripheral movies.
That's the Linkara movie, right?
I think so.
So that we just follow Linkara's awkward self for 3 hours.
Or we could do the Spoonie movie.
There's also, what is it, Brad something, who's in the Nostalgia Critic universe. He did 2 movies, and they have like higher production value than any of Nostalgia Critic's films.
Oh, like
you know
the
who I'm
movie
talking about?
Bog or the movie something, the movie Bleh. Isn't that his name? Like the movie Bleh or something like that?
I'm trying to find this list right now because I'm sure Mass State Lottery's on it.
Is Colin Mockery's trans daughter still making films?
What was the first film?
That was the dude in those Nostalgia Critic movies. Remember?
Oh.
He was a boy back then.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many good ones to choose from. It's hard to say.
So I guess Atop the Fourth Wall is next.
Yeah, do you want to flip a coin between Marvin and Atop the Fourth Wall? Hans is grimacing in pleasure, I assume. He can't wait.
Marvin, how long is the season of that? Is it
No,
6
just
episodes or
3
15?
episodes, brother. Come on now. I'm not watching all 24.
I would rather watch Marvin than Top the Fourth Wall, because I just know, much love to all my autists out there, but I think there's possibly more of a potential joy to be had by Fred being an alien than another autistic man, just sitting in his room and filming himself complaining about video games. I mean, I love it, but
that sounds Kino. Oh, and another thing I should mention, you guys feel free to say no. It's not a big deal, but Eggy and E-Rich have not seen Wasted Hours. So I'm doing another episode with them, and if you guys want to watch it again now that you hate Kino Corner, You're
I
invited.
do not hate Kino. I spoke to Kino, tweeted at me when I was watching Halloween Ends.
I thought that was the new official stance of the podcast because you guys said on air like we hate Kino
by the way,
Corner.
there's some overlapping fans trying to stoke the stupid Bloodsport drama with Kino Corner here, posting that type of stuff. I don't know. There's no hatred for Kino.
I'm quoting you on this podcast, Lores. You
think I'm
said
reliable. I say a lot of stuff on this podcast that I change my mind on 5 episodes later.
Well, if you're going to be nice to Kino, then you're no longer invited to this new movie review podcast I'm doing. But if you guys are going to shit on it, you're invited.
Did you guys know that Marvin had 2.5 million viewers on their premiere?
Of course, it's Fred during the heyday of cable television. That makes sense. I mean, listen, I would be open to revisiting Wasted Hours. I'm sure my opinion on it isn't going to change, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can talk about it.
Well, yeah, I'm doing it either way, so you guys are invited to hop in if you want. It's again, it's no big deal if you don't.
What do you think, Hans?
I think.
Oh, he wants Marvin.
Oh, he's fully Marvel.
Is that George Lopez?
Is that J.K. Simmons?
No, they just got people that kind of look like them.
He's doing like the Reddit moderator, like "come at me, bro" stance. That doesn't sound like an alien. That sounds like a real human being to me.
I'm looking at the YouTuber movie list, and we Coffee Town, starring Dennis from It's Always Sunny.
Oh shit!
No one has broached Coffee Town. It also has Stevie Janowski. I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Is that a YouTuber movie?
It's on the list for Letterboxd.
Who made this?
Oh, I've seen this. It's all right.
Brad Copeland's a YouTuber.
Is he?
Oh my goodness!
He
Steve
better be
Little.
if he made
What
this
is his-
shit.
Yeah, he should not be on the list if he's not. Wild Hogs.
Spies in Disguise. My name is Earl, producer. He's not no fucking
Come
YouTuber.
on.
Get this shit off the
No.
list. We're doing airplane mode.
Yeah, you're getting consulting credits from My Name is Earl.
What about, hold on a second, 8th grade?
I've done
That's
an Izakino review of that already.
I've covered it too. That was an early episode.
Fuck Bo Burnham, dude. No. Fuck him.
Oh.
He sucks. What are we
This
going
was
to
the
do?
first-
Inside next? Oh, I'm scared of people. I love COVID.
God.
Let me stay inside.
It says The Blackening is a YouTuber movie. That's definitely not.
That sounds good. Let's do
Isn't
that.
that Jake?
Oh,
That's
have
what
you guys
happens to my
seen
face when I go to Rusty's house.
Cody
Yes.
Barker's Milk and Cereal?
No.
That's a horror film. He kind of got it. I think he's got like a similar deal to Chris Stuckmann now from that. But he was a YouTuber who was doing like horror shorts previously.
Anything else on that list that's screaming out to you?
Ryan's World, which you tried to.
We did that
coax
one
us into
already.
before. Yeah.
That's a number 5 on my list here. 5th best YouTuber movie.
Wow. I don't know.
So, Ryan's World is really what Shelby Oaks was supposed to be, in the way that the exposition to kind of build into the good part of it, which is to say the crappy part of it, was very minimal. You have a little bit to kind of set up, and you get into where it's good. And then there is a couple cutbacks between like the real world and the animated world. And it almost is like, because you just get these little bursts, like these little 20, 30-second bursts maybe of the crappier live action part. And it just reinforces how good the other part is. So, you know what,
Eggy,
Chris
I thought
Stuckmann, take notes.
The live action was delightful because his like twin little sisters and his parents are really bad at acting. So I just thought it made it really charming.
Yeah, I guess that's what I meant to kind of convey. But
When you say shitty, yeah, like charmingly shitty. When you have twin 4-year-old Asian girls trying to talk in unison, it's kind of funny.
sounds Stuckmann, take notes.
So Ryan's World, we're gonna re-review with Lores and Hans next week. Stay tuned, folks.
We're doing it? Are we doing
Well,
this?
so what's
I don't
crazy
even
is
know what it is.
you guys
it's
did
a toy. It's a toy.
Toy review
YouTuber,
channel.
yeah.
But, yeah,
Lores and Hans just did the Spooktober event where I swear to God, they posted 40 new episodes in the month of October. Like some days my phone had 2 or 3 new episodes on Spotify and I did listen to every single one. I swear I did. We're going to start something new called YouTube month and we're going to review 40 YouTuber movies of the month of November.
We're going to clear this list.
So stay tuned, folks. We all agreed before the show that we're doing this, and we're going to do about 2 a day every day for the whole month.
It's happening in November.
Which is right now.
November 2025, starting tomorrow.
Yeah. So we're going to do airplane mode tomorrow.
The torture, dude. By the 3rd day, I would just be like, fuck you, fuck it, I quit, I'm out.
How'd you do the Spooktober? Because that was a lot. I was shocked that you guys did so many.
Oh,
Well,
there
we
was
were
days
paid
when we
for
did,
every
like-
single one, so that was a big motivating factor. That made it a little.
Yeah, you guys
easier
made
to
bank
swallow.
then.
Oh yeah,
Hans should be signing up for midget dating sites. He's good for the rest of the year.
but I can't. I have to pay my credit card that I spent in states that I still owe. I think. Never mind. I lost my thread.
Credit card company says, "Did you eat at Tasty Burger 5 times in the same day?" Yes.
Oh boy.
See, Americans, we just file bankruptcy and then all your credit card debt goes away. You just can't do anything else for the next 7 years. But hey, you know what? I'll pay it
same.
back.
Yeah, same here. But I still have a friend that did that with like $5,000 10 years ago, and then he still can't do shit over here. So I think his girlfriend is the one that has the car loan on her name, and like his mom is like her apartment that he pays for is under her name because he can't.
You're winning on multiple fronts. You don't have to pay back any money. Women do for you as God intended, so it all works out.
You're not responsible for anything. Yeah. Oh, Smashing Machine is on YTS, by the way.
Yeah, you know, when I was looking for horror movies on YTS, the Costa Rican Theater, it was shocking what I saw come up. I saw Lover come up for horror movies.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, somebody, Ralph Seppi, if you're listening to this, you're not. You know, go send out a DMCA notice, whatever, Digital Millennium Copyright Act notice. They're stealing your film.
I was thinking, should I tweet out the link to the cam rip of Shelby Oaks and tag Chris Stuckmann and say, "Yo, brother, check this out. They're stealing your movie. You got to do something." But it's just sending everybody to the movie for free.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but the last time he tweeted anything, he was like selling $100 MacBooks because some Indian got a hold of his account. He never got back in.
Oh, no. So it wouldn't even work. Oh, that's too bad.
All right. Well, Shelby Oaks, instant classic.
I hope you guys review Begonia soon. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. And Eggy, do you want to plug any music this episode?
That's right. I contacted the United States government. They whitelisted me, so I now own the domain usagovt.org. So this is going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do exactly with it yet, but it's going to be a funny little thing. Right now it just redirects to the same stuff that mysweetmonkey.com redirects to, which is my musical stylings. But I feel like there's a better branding opportunity to pretend to be the government. They told me if it's used, quote unquote, illicitly, that they're going to seize the domain. But I just lied and said that it was for real stuff. So we'll see if it works out. But
usagov.org.
See, it's GOVT, which still is government abbreviated.
Okay.
But they wouldn't let the USA GOV go. I think that's already locked in. But with the T attached, that was still technically not registered to anybody. But it was not. You couldn't get it. I had to do a back and forth with them and convince them that I was using it for good and correct purposes. So go to usagovt.org. I'm gonna probably get a real website up on there actually at some point. I think it's funny.
Should link Hans's dating profile.
Yeah, redirect to midgetdating.com.
This could be our first campaign: is get Hans a midget. That's official government business that they can get behind and not seize my domain about.
Oh no, Hans. All right. Well, let's
YTS.mx/movie/lover-2018.
All right. Well, to do Ralph Seppi a favor, that has been movies for this week. Thank you for listening.
Recording stopped.
Whatever, man. He made me pay for it to watch it. So.